Why am I here? Why was I born? What is my purpose? What is my destiny? Why was I created? That is a question that most people will ask at some point in your life. You're trying to figure out the reason why God brought you here, the reason why you came out your mother's womb, and your mother carried you in spite of the difficulties, in spite of the pain, in spite of the hurt. It does not matter whether or not your mother and your father were good together, whether your father is here or your mother is here or not. The reason why you're here is because you're supposed to be here. God brought you here for a time like this. He knows the plans that He has for you. There is purpose and there's destiny in your womb. And God brought you here for a time like this. When God spoke to Jeremiah, He said, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. Before you came out, He said, I ordained you. Listen, He is calling you to a higher place in Him. He wants you to recognize who He is. And that is why the enemy tries to take you out from you are a child, through molestation, through child abuse, through neglect, through everything possible to make you feel like you want to commit suicide. You have suppressed so many things. You feel like I cannot live any longer. But God has called you to become great. And greatness is so profound and is so inside of you. And that is why you can't sleep at night. That is why you're tossing and you're turning, because there's destiny and there's purpose, and you know that there is so much more that is required of you. And to whom much is given, much is required. You are no ordinary person. You have been built for this, and God has created you for this, and He's going to give you everything, every ammunition you need to survive in this world. People are scared of you. They see you and they see your potential. They see you when you wake up, and they know the moment you open your mouth, they are very afraid. So the enemy comes like a roaring lion, seeking who he may destroy. And he wants to destroy you so you don't come to your full potential, because people are going to be saved under your ministry. You're going to create business to give people jobs. You're going to have enterprises to help other people. Listen, the enemy wants to see your demise, and that is people around you. You got to be careful who you share your dreams with, who you talk to, because there is somebody, the moment a prophetic word goes out, not only you are hearing this word, but the prophetic word goes out to your enemies as well. And they want to know, how can I destroy this prophetic word before it comes to fruition? They want to know, how can I destroy this person before they recognize who they really are? Listen, you are more than enough. You were created to be great. When Joseph was in his father's house, he was just a dreamer, and he would share his dream. He was a dreamer in his father's house. When he came out of his father's house and he was placed in the pit, he was a dreamer in the pit. When he came out of the pit and he went to Potiphar's house, he was a dreamer in the king's house. When he came out of that house and he went to prison, he was still a dreamer in the prison. They can try to kill you, but they cannot take your dream. They cannot take your destiny. When God called Isaiah, Isaiah said, "Woe is me, because I am undone." Until King Uzziah died, that Isaiah said he saw the Lord high and lifted up. Some things have to be removed from your life before you can see what God has for you, before you can get to the calling that God has for you. That bad relationship you're in, before you will see what God has for you. You won't see it until you get rid of the mess, the debris. If you shape up and shake off and run for your life, you won't see. When King Uzziah died, that's when Isaiah saw the Lord. And he said, "Woe is me," when God called him, because I am undone. You can see, God, my mistakes and my flaws. God said, "Come with it." So many things happening. He said, "I'm a man of unclean lips. I dwell among people with unclean lips." There's so many things you have seen. So many things you've heard. God, I've been through so much fire. I've been through so much pain. I'm hurt. God said, come with your hurt and your bitter self. Come with your anger self. Come with everything that you have, and be still. and know that I am God, because God is ready to deliver you. No matter how and no matter what and what people will say about you, it is your time. Nations are waiting for you. People are waiting for your change. The moment you open your mouth, the enemy knows you're different. He knows you're not the same. So God is calling you today to a higher place in Him. Love yourself enough to live. Love yourself enough to give yourself another chance. From the pit to the palace. Even when Joseph was in prison, he still had a dream. So you have to know who you are now and give yourself a chance to breathe. It's time for you to come out, and it's time for you to let go and let God. God has so much opportunity for you. You've been through the fire. You've been through the flood, but guess what? You're still here. You went through everything, and you're still here. The fact that you're watching this today shows that you're still here. You still showed up, and God has something in store for you. So live your life and do what God has called you to do. And know that you are here for a purpose. Can no man take your life? You're here for a purpose. You won't take your own life. You're here for a purpose. And if God is for you, nobody can be against you. You shall live and not die. Listen, am I talking to somebody? You shall live and not die. Get out of the fear. Get out of the anxiety. People have hurt you. People have turned their backs on you. But guess what? God is giving you some broader shoulders. He's giving you some stronger muscles. You've built up so much during that period. And people have left you behind. But guess what? God is still in control, and He will not leave or forsake you. I want to speak life back into... My God, did somebody catch that? I want to breathe life back into you and know that it's time to get resuscitated. It's time for you to get a defibrillator to your life and send back that energy that God gave you. Send back that path that you were on that nobody could stop you. Fear came, anxiety, pressure, I'm lost, and so much went into you. And now you feel like you can't make it. But like the little engine that could, I'm going to demonstrate that. A little engine that could. He said, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And he kept pushing. And when you keep pushing, it's because there's somebody telling you, you can make it, you can make it. Listen, I think I can, till he got over that bridge. I did it. I knew I could. I am reminding you today that I know you could. Say, I knew I could. You're going to make it in spite of what people think. You're going to make it in spite of how you feel and what you've been through. Why are you here? You're here to do the work of the Lord. You're here to create wealth with your hands. You're here to prosper as your soul prospers. You're here to leave a legacy for many. Your name is great and nobody could change your destiny. Don't I love you? Won't He do it? Yes, He will. God bless you. Continue to be great.